Tom, great guy.
I mean, just a joy to be around, you know, win or lose. You know, he knows what life's all about. He gets it.
How I got started in tennis was, well, first of all, I wanted to be a baseball player. My dream was to be a New York Yankee. I was going to be in a World Series. My goal was to turn the double play to win the 7th game, and then I was going to buy my mom a Cadillac. That was what I was going to do. I stopped growing once I got into Little League, so I started playing tennis full time.
We both attended Seattle Prep and played high school tennis together. He won the state championship, but he won it 3 years in a row.
Pretty quickly, I became the best player in Seattle at my age group, and then that grew to the Pacific Northwest.
Most people around here thought that he was going to end up at the University of Washington. So I think there was some surprise when he ended up at Seattle U.
I was recruited very heavily, full court press by Seattle U and Father Lemieux and athletic director Eddie O'Brien. I'll never forget it. The most important thing is that I could tell they were talking to me as a student and as an athlete, and they were really paying attention to me. And when you're senior in high school, I mean, I met the world. Well, I know it was the best thing that ever happened to me that I went to Seattle U for tennis.
He was a confident player. He wouldn't set limits on himself by comparing him to other players. I mean, I can remember matches where I thought that Tom won't win this one, but he won. Then, of course, I mean, Tom, you know, going forward after he was out of Seattle U, he did the same thing at the world level when he beat Rod Laver at Wimbledon.
And he was ranked #1, he was seeded #1. I mean, here's this little kid, in my mind, from Seattle, from University Playfield, winning a set from Rod Laver.
That's it for Gorman.
I'll never forget how calm I was and relaxed, and I won the match in 3 straight sets, and it was the best match, single match that I played in my career. Then the second highlight would be beating Bjorn Borg in Sweden and beat him in his hometown in the tournament. He at that time was 1 in the world.
You know, the one thing that nobody comments about Tom, and I don't see it in his playing stats, but in the early 70s, he won the William Johnson Award, and that's the Sportsmanship Award that all of the male players vote for one of their peers on the tour. I mean, I think that's kind of the measure of the man, if you don't mind me saying.
It was a thrill being around these guys because all of them had been #1 in the world at one time or another.
I want to poke a little fun at you, Tom, because, you know, what's this winningest Davis Cup coach in history? I mean, hell, you'll have that thing all your life. Nobody will ever beat that record. But let me just go through just a sec, everybody. Listen to this lineup. John McEnroe, Jimmy Courier, Andre Agassi, Michael Chang, oh, and Pete Sampras. I mean, now, come on. I mean, Mick Schreck, my classmate over here, he and I could have coached that team to victory with that lineup like that. I mean, come on, give me a break.
The picture of those 4 guys that I have hanging on my wall is just, I mean, every time I look at it, I just shake my head as, you know, this is once in a lifetime. And that was fantastic because our doubles team, Robert Seguso and Ken Flack, won the gold. It is the most thrilling moment. I mean, I'm just crying anytime I'm watching Olympics, and I was just a mess watching them get their gold medal. You know, I just hope I represented, you know, the family well, the schools that I went to, the coaches that influenced me, the educators, and all that.
Tom, who knew when we were little kids there playing at the Seattle Tennis Club that this was the start of such a tremendous career for you? Congratulations. I'm really happy that Seattle U is honoring you in this way.
So Tommy, all I gotta say is God love you. I'm so grateful that you picked Seattle U. We all still love you. We're so proud of what you've done all these years. So continued good health and God bless.